Welcome to another episode of Nest to Cozy Nest. Michelle is going to die when she sees this episode. Actually, the reality is she's going to edit it. I've got a small man cave that we built maybe 10 years ago, just off our master bedroom. It's a 5 foot by 6 foot space. It's a very small space. But the reality is I'm not getting anything done to get ready to go. We leave here in just over 4 months. Seems like a long time. But the reality is, I've got to start getting rid of stuff. Do you find yourself just kind of holding on and waiting and saying, someday, one day I'll get this done? Well, that one day is now for me. I've done some research, some digging, and using some of my past experience, I came up with 3 simple steps to get ourselves ready to go from this big nest to the cozy nest so that we're ready to do our traveling, exploring, and our next step of our journey. The 3 steps are: 1, start small. 2, allocate a little bit of time daily and separate your items into 3 spaces so you know what you want. Maybe it's a keep, a donate, and reevaluate, either at the end of the day or the end of the week. And there's a 4th thing that I've learned from corporate America, so hang tight. We'll share that at the very end. First off, start small. This is a 5x6 room. It's got a handful of items in it: man cave stuff, hunting vests, orange, dishes that I had from 2002 Olympics. This is my stuff that I have to organize. I'm really going to start small. So I'm going to spend an hour this morning just organizing and getting this done. For me, it's best first thing in the morning because I'm fresh. I'm excited about the day. I know that I want this bigger goal versus what I'm currently living in. And then really trying to separate these out. So what I've got, this, if I'm going through this real quick, this hat I'm never going to wear. It's old, it's worn out. This one that got shot by BBs is also going to go right into the DI. This item, a good friend of mine gave it to me. I'm going to loan it to him and say, hey, Jake, when I come back from one of my trips, I might need to borrow that. These are things that we can get rid of and start doing. So I'm going to start small. I'm going to allocate items daily. I'm going to separate into piles while I try and decide what I want to do with that and then reevaluate them later if I need to, if they're on the fence. And the 4th thing, and this is one that I think we all need to remember as we're doing our big adventure, whatever that adventure is, realize that very few doors are one way. Meaning that Jeff Bezos taught us this at Amazon, is that most doors that you go out of, you can come back in. There are very few that are permanently shut. When Michelle and I were working really hard to get out of debt and we were paying off our house and we're like, we're done with this, I read something that made a lot of sense to me. It said, getting out of debt's like losing weight. If we don't like being out of debt, we can always get back in debt. We can always put back on the weight. We can always go buy more stuff. So very few decisions are one way. So go ahead, be aggressive would be my last challenge to us as a team. Do you guys have any advice for me as I'm going through this process? I look forward to hearing from you. Reach out to us. We're excited to have you part of our Nest to Cozy Nest. Until next time, keep pursuing your dreams.